Hi guys, welcome back to LPB Racing. This is race 2 of the LPB Cup Championship on GT Sport. Race 2 of the special event, round 4. So we're ready for a start. This is the grid based on the last race. So Bidzster's on pole from Neil and Jamo, but they're all running weight in this one. So Bidzster's on full weight, and we saw how Callum finished in the last race with full weight on, and lights out, away we go. Good start by everyone. No one with a particular... Oh, I think, yeah, Mr. Slowan with quite a bad start near the back, so unlucky for him. But Bidzster, Jamo and Neil together into turn 1. Bidzster on the inside. Task 1 looking for a way through as well. Everyone cleanly through turn 1 then, in towards Druids. We've got a few people darting around near the back, but no harm done as we go 3 wide for second place. Bidzster, Jamo, Cyrex 3 wide down towards Graham Hill Bend. Cyrex on the inside. Cyrex and Jamo, a little bit of contact, but no harm done. Jamo has to go around the long way, keeps his foot in it, not giving up. Cyrex and Jamo then for second place. TY's on the grass slightly as well. But 3 or 4 cars side by side. Cyrex gets second place. Jamo's looking to go back up the inside into clearways. Oh, contact! Jamo and Cyrex make contact, and they go round the corner. Both cars just wanting the same bit of tarmac. Task 1 now pushing Jamo up the hill, and now Bidzster going backwards with that weight on. Callum's in the middle there. Everyone look back. Everyone in one blooming shot. Brilliant. 3 wide then towards Paddock Bend. Neil's rubbing his hands and getting away with this. Cyrex in second. Jamo wants to be third, but Task 1's trying to change that as we go up towards Druids, and we've got 3 wide again. Callum goes at the inside of Task, and Bidzster runs wide. It's 3 wide. They're still 3 wide. Brilliant stuff. Bidzster's on the inside. He's not going to give up behind the fight. Callum's there. Oh, a bit of contact there, but Callum just about keeps hold of the car. Don't think that could be helped there. Both cars wanting the same piece of tarmac again, as we've got a few cars darting about near the back. Nick Hash has got some decent pace back in this one as well. Task 1's got back down to 7th place. TY's in 9th. And contact again. Nick Hash and Callum. Contact there. TY's up the inside of Task saying, haha, I'm going to get through. Task 1 gets bullied out and going backwards. 4 wide now almost near the back of that pack. We've got Rodders, Nick Hash, seat 1 and Task almost 4 cars wide. Nick Hash is in the middle playing pinball. As we go into Paddock Hill Bend, Rodders goes through sideways into 7th. Task 1 goes back up the inside. Nick Hash is going to try and follow him and will make a gap in the middle again. Nick Hash dives for the inside and bang, contact between the 2 cars. Nick Hash going for a suicidal move there, but doesn't. He gets past Task, but he don't get past Rodders. Rodders not having any of that. Mr. Slowan's getting rubbing his hands together, trying to get involved as well. Oh, fantastic stuff in these minis. As we go through McLaren, Nick Hash and Rodders still close together. Task 1 waiting for some kind of move as well, but no way through there, through clearways. The race is just starting to settle down now after those hectic few laps. Brilliant stuff. But here's Bidzster with full weight on, and Callum's just about to go sailing past him. We've got a battle for the lead as well. Cyrex has got the lead from Neil. So Cyrex has... remember, Cyrex has got no weight on at all from the last race. So Cyrex gets the lead then. Neil with 160 kilos on, and that is showing because Cyrex just got past him there. And Bidzster and Callum still battling it out, even though Bidzster's got full weight on. He will not give up. Down the hill then, Callum's on the inside. Bidzster's going to try and keep him round the outside. Oh, brave stuff up on the curb. Is it? Oh, round the outside, Bidzster. Well, good move there. Callum will probably think to himself, how did he do that with full weight on? But he got through, but Callum will fight back on the straight. It's only a matter of time. Bidzster might be ahead now, but he'll not be ahead by the time it comes to Paddock Hill Bend, because that weight will really slow him down. That 200 kilos will not be helping him. He'll probably lose maybe 8 mile an hour in a straight line, and that's all it takes in these cars to get past. As he defends now from Callum, as I was saying, Callum goes straight through on the outside, but Bidzster's on the inside, not going to give up. Side by side through Paddock Hill Bend. Callum gives him room. Bidzster gives him room as well. Good respect between these two. And TY's on the back as well. Bidzster up on the curbs on the inside. TY waiting in the wings. Callum just trying to keep his nose on the outside for the inside of Graham Hill Bend. And goes through. Tiny bit of contact there, but no harm done. TY's going to get through as well because Bidzster lost speed there. And TY goes through past Bidzster as well. TY into 5th place. Now it's his turn to attack Callum. As we go into clearways. Callum finds where the handbrake is and decides to give it a little tug, and that's what happens. But if that wasn't a handbrake, then well done. Don't know how you did that, but good slide. As we go through over the line, up to Paddock Bend. Turn 1. Down the hill, TY close to the back of Callum. Meanwhile, Jamo still close to the back of Neil, but no way through. Sarix remains in the lead of the race then. Callum, TY, Bidzster, 4th, 5th, 6th. Nick Hash, 7th, Task 1, 8th. Meanwhile, back here, we've got a couple of cars battling it out. Rodders up the inside of Mr. Slow One and makes the move stick. So Rodders gets past Mr. Slow One, but Mr. Slow One not giving up. Trying to get a decent run down the hill. Rodders defends. Mr. Slow One might be able to get a good line out of here and get back on him for the time to get through to McLaren and clearways. He's behind in the draft, but I don't think there's no way through just yet. As we go through McLaren, Mr. Slow One up on the curb. Rodders into the corner nicely. Just a bit of a tight line though. Defends the inside, but both cars get a bit of a sort of average run. So both cars not really taking advantage of each other, just both making a little mistake. Seat 1 in 9th there. So it's still very close battles up and down the whole track. As we look at Jamo still trying to find a way past Neil. They're not teammates, but Jamo is trying to get through past Neil in that Demon Tweaks car. Nice livery on that car. As we go through, Jamo keeps right behind Neil now. Lap 7 out of 16. Up through McLaren, up through clearways. Neil defends slightly. Jamo takes a wider line out so he can get a tighter line in and then get the car perfectly placed. He's going to try and go up the inside. He's trying to make a gap up the inside. Neil's got the weight on. It's not going to help him in a straight line at all, but again Jamo's got weight on as well, so that's going to counteract that as well. But look who it is behind him. It's Callum, running no weight at all because he had full weight in the first race, and then here's TY, sort of he finds where his handbrake is as well. But Callum with full weight on in the first race, and now he's got it took off for the next one because he got a 7th place finish in the last race. So Callum with the weight off. Fastest lap of the race, 53.1 on the right hand side of your screen there. So good lap time there from Callum as well. And if Jamo and Neil keep battling like that, it'll be on them in no time. As we look a bit further back down the field then, we've got Rodders there, seat 1 in 10th. So Rodders has got past seat 1, so well done to Rodders on the move. But again, all these cars back here still battling it out, not really pulling away from each other as such. No sort of big gaps. Bidzster and TY are actually catching up to the Neil, Jamo, Callum battle as well. Slowly, so Jamo goes towards the inside then. He goes to the inside on Neil Farmack into turn 1. Jamo on the inside. Nice clean move goes through, but will he go too wide? Yes, Neil goes back up the inside. Callum's going to try and follow him through. Callum tries to go left, go right, trying to find a way through, but no gap is there. Neil takes the inside back on Jamo and says you've got to work harder to make the move stick. As they go down towards Graham Bend, Neil Farmack defends the inside. Good job there. All these cars doing very well. Go through McLaren, Neil Farmack defends the inside again, but that's going to make him go wide and it's going to put him off his line for the next corner. This could be Jamo. Callum's time to pounce. You can see the weight difference there as Callum goes into the corner, much lighter, able to brake a lot later, have more faith in the car. Jamo's up the inside now, and will Callum try to go up the inside of Jamo and make it 3-0? It's a rolling roadblock of green cars, he can't get through. TY's behind as well, waiting to pounce. Jamo's up the inside this time. Will he be able to keep a tight line and defend it out of the corner this time? Will he move across to defend? Yes, he does. Moves across to defend. No way through there for Neil Farmack, but Callum goes round the outside and to try and get the inside for the next corner. But Jamo's ahead. Callum's up the inside of Neil now. So Callum gets Neil into Graham Hill Bend. Now it's TY's turn. TY gets a good run out, and now Neil's going backwards here. He's absolutely going really backwards, and Bidzster's caught up now. And Bidzster's 40 kilo heavier than Neil. And Bidzster's trying to go around the outside. And he's doing it. Bidzster goes around the outside of Neil. Neil goes on the grass. And Neil goes from 2nd to 6th in the space of a lap. Incredible stuff. Just shows you the weight in this championship really making a difference. As we go across the line, Callum now attacking Jamo for 2nd place. As you go up the hill, Jamo defends the inside, but you've got to think it's only a matter of time because look how light Callum's car is right round the outside. trying to get the inside for the next corner, and he's got it. Callum goes on the inside for Graham Hill Bend. I would say the move's more or less done. There it is, but it's not done yet, because Jamo comes fighting back on the inside, not one to give up. He's on the inside for McLaren. Callum's going to have to give him room by going wide around the outside, but he's on the inside for Clearways now. Brave stuff between them two. Good racers for giving each other room. But Callum goes a bit wide there. Jamo's going to get through, but the thing is, Callum's got the lighter car, so once Callum's car does get up to speed, he should be able to get back through. But Jamo's already got good pace. He's already got the position. So Callum's now got TY to worry about, because TY's on the inside of him. Bidzster's waiting in the wings as well. Brilliant stuff in this race. Jamo still keeps to the inside. TY and Callum almost door handle to door handle as they come up towards Druids now. TY on the inside of Callum into the corner, but again, Callum with that massive speed around the outside. Really good faith in the cornering ability of his car, but still keeps the inside for Graham Hill Bend again to try and keep in front of TY, and has a little poke at Jamo at the same time, but no cigar yet. TY moves out, but no way through. Got a battle, and Bidzster's round the outside of TY now as well. Bidzster's going to try and go around the outside of TY. Now he's on the inside for Clearways. Bidzster gets through past TY, so the weight's clearly not affecting Bidzster in this race as much as it has done in previous ones. So Bidzster, good faith in the car, but still TY back up the inside, and he'll pull away down the straight because of the weight. Neil Farmack's closing back up as well, so Neil said, I'm not finished with you lot yet, you've made me go from 2nd to 6th, I'm having some redemption. As we go through to turn 1 then, Jamo defends the inside from Callum. Will Callum be able to do the switch back, or will he go for the outside again? He's going to have to go for the outside again because Jamo's defending the inside. He's going to have to see if he can get really alongside this time, but he's not alongside as much as he was before, and Jamo, I think, might just be able to hold on to the position. But Callum, no, Callum's up the inside. Callum's up the inside. Almost contact between the two cars. They both give each other room. Out of the corner. If Jamo can hold on around the outside, he should be able to keep the position, but no, Callum's already ahead. Callum's ahead now, so I would imagine now Callum will be able to pull away with that lighter car, and now it's TY who's got to get past Jamo. Bidzster's got passed by Neil. Brilliant stuff in this battle. We'll just have a quick peek back here. Seat 1 in 8th, Rodders 9th, Nick Hash 10th, and Mr. Slow on 11th, but still all running quite close together. But as we go back to the second place battle, so second, Callum, Jamo, TY, Neil, Bidzster, who's having another attack at Neil. Will he have a little go into Druids? He goes on the inside, he's going to go deep on the brakes, but no way through. Mounts the curb, Neil's not phased, no way through yet. Lap 14 of 16, a handful of laps left in this race then. Down towards Graham Hill Bend, through Graham Hill Bend. Task 1's now right behind Bidzster. Task 1 has closed up. As we go through McLaren, Task 1 has appeared out of nowhere. He's finally got some pace from somewhere. So if you look at his lap times, yeah, 54s and a 53 on lap 11. So these guys are doing 55s because they're battling. So Task 1 really closing up now. And remember, Bidzster's on full weight, Task 1's on none. You can see the straight line difference. Will Task 1 go for a move on the inside into Paddock Hill Bend? He's on the inside, he's having a look. He's having a dive up the inside. There's contact between the two cars as they go through. I don't think Bidzster even realised they were there. And Task 1 goes straight through. And Bidzster tries to go fight straight back, but no way through there. So Task 1 goes through into 6th place. I think Bidzster were half asleep there, didn't he? Because Task 1 caught up to him so quick, I don't think he realised they were there. So Task 1 goes through into 6th place then. Everyone a little bit more spread out now. Just everyone trying to push hard, trying to get a bit more of a gap. Meanwhile, Cyrex at the front is having the biggest laugh of all. He's got a nice 8-second lead at the front. So well done to Cyrex. He just starts his last lap, so just got to hold on for one more lap and he'll do it. Meanwhile, back here we've got Seat 1, Nick Hash, Rodders. They're still running decently with a decent gap between them, and then Mr. Slow on in 11th. So it's not over yet between them, because if one mistake could change it all. As they go up, as the second place group go up towards Druids now. Jamo goes through, Callum's ahead. Jamo closes up slightly going around that corner, and Task 1's closing up to the back of Neil now. So Task 1 versus Neil, we've seen how this ends up before. As Task 1 gets a good line through there, takes all the track and a bit more if he can, just to try and get closer as we go towards Clearways and McLaren for the last time. Will Task 1 have a dive? He's got to try something, but I don't think it's going to be close enough. But as Cyrex comes across the line, pulls the happy stick at the line. Well done to Cyrex, he wins the race. Callum's going to come across the line in second, Jamo's going to be third, TY fourth. Neil finishes in fifth, just ahead of Task 1, and then Bidzster in seventh place. Seat 1's just going to get 8th place for Team Blue there in the Mini. Nick Hash in 9th, Rodders is going to finish in 10th, and Mr. Slow One in 11th, but he can say it was a good race because he wasn't too far from the pack. He was only about a second behind the whole race, so well done to Mr. Slow One there. And we'll just get those results for you now. Okay guys, let's run you through those results then. So Cyrex was the winner in that one by 7 seconds. Good commanding lead there by Cyrex. Callum finishes in second place. Jamo finishes in third. Fourth is TY. And Neil finishes in fifth. So they will be the top 5 that carry the weight in the next round. In the next race, sorry. So 6th place to Task 1. Bidzster in 7th. Seat 1 finishes 8th. Nick Hash 9th, Rodders 10th, and Mr. Slow On finishes in 11th. Fastest lap in that one then to Callum with a 53.1. So as we come back from those results then, your winner is Cyrex, and there he is, the black car. We'll just try and get a shot of him if we can. There he is, there's his black car coming towards the first corner. There he is. So that was the Mini Cooper races, guys. Race 3 will be in the MR2, which is a very hard car to handle. You don't want to miss that one. So we'll see you guys next time. Take care.